Hey, did you ever hear of that TV show called Hoarders? Maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't heard about it, but it's about people who keep stuff, lots of stuff, to the point where their houses are so full of stuff they can't even move around anymore. And it has become dangerous for them. And so, in the show called Hoarders, they have people that come in and try to help them clean out their houses. And sometimes it's pretty hard for that person to give up all these things that they believe are important to them, but they've just squirreled away all this stuff. Squirrel it away. Did you ever hear that phrase, to squirrel away? Now, during the fall season, which we're in right now, we see lots of squirrels. And what are they usually doing? Well, they're usually gathering food for the winter, and they're storing that food for later. In our place, in our yard, we have squirrels going around burying nuts in the ground and acorns and all that kind of stuff. And then they come back later and they dig it up and eat it. Well, and if they don't come back later and dig it up and eat it, then there's trees or things that grow where they've planted those acorns or those nuts. So to squirrel away means to hide something, to reserve something, or to hoard something for future use. I could say this: I've been squirreling away a bit of money so that I can afford a trip next summer. So it's about saving. But sometimes we squirrel so much away that we become hoarders, or we don't know what to do with all the stuff that we've piled in our rooms or in our closets or in our attics. It's good to save things. It's good to save money for future needs. It's good to save pictures that we can look back on and remember things. It's good to save things. To preserve food, to save food. Remember that? The story of Joseph when he was in Egypt and they knew the famine was coming, and so they saved up food for the time that they needed it. Ecclesiastes 3:6 says, there is a time to keep and there's a time to throw away. However, we want to make sure that we're keeping the important things and not the things that can get in our way, and like in some people's cases, like the hoarders, can actually be a danger to them. How much stuff do we really need to keep? Matthew 6:19-21, Jesus said, do not gather for yourselves riches on earth. Moths and rats can destroy them. Thieves can break in and steal them. Instead, gather for yourself riches in heaven. There moths and rats do not destroy them, and there thieves do not break in and steal them. Your heart will be where your riches are. I've collected things in my lifetime, and things to deal with sports or miniature cars or hobbies, things like that I've collected. And I've found that as I've gotten older and thinking of the future, I'm needing to get rid of some of those things. I don't need them all. They just get in the way. So be careful in what you squirrel away. Make sure it's something that will benefit you in the future and not just something that's going to get in your way and that you'll have to worry about or somebody else might have to take care of later. I am glad that the Lord keeps track of all the things we have and who we are. Psalm 100 verse 5 says, the Lord is good. His faithful love continues forever. It will last for all time to come. God's love is the thing that I really want to gather and squirrel away and get as much of as I can, because it's going to last forever, and I know that, and so I'm grateful for that. So today, as you're collecting things and gathering things and squirreling things away, just remember that it's important that we keep what we really need, and maybe some of the other things we'll talk about. Hey, you're wondering why I'm wearing a moose hat? Well, I've been talking about squirrels. And in my day, there was Rocky and Bullwinkle. Hey, want to see me pull a rabbit out of my hat? And Rocky the squirrel, no, not again. Yep, Rocky and Bullwinkle, the squirrel and the moose. Oh, well, anyhow, you have a day filled with joy and a day filled with peace.